Raconteurs and spoken realms present Devi Mahatmyam, The Glory of the Goddess, by Sage Markandeya. Translated by Lyndall Verco. Read by Tim Bruce. That noble king, Surata, had ruled over his prosperous land like a benevolent father until a conspiracy of jealous kings had attacked his kingdom and reduced it to a single city. Even there, he had been undermined by treacherous ministers. He had escaped assassination, pretending he was going hunting. He had ridden away into the forest wilderness until he found refuge in this peaceful ashram of the Rishi Medas. King Surata was so full of grief, he could not rest. One day, as he wandered, unseeing among the gardens and trees, he discovered another man sitting by the path. This richly dressed man looked despondent. The king asked the stranger tenderly, "Who are you, sir? I feel that you have a heavy heart. What brings you here to this quiet place?" The merchant stood up. He bowed and thanked the king for his kind attention as he introduced himself. His name was Samadhi. They sat together and told each other of their losses. The merchant had been cruelly thrown out of his own home by a disloyal wife and greedy sons. "But, O king, I cannot stop worrying about their welfare. I love them all, and fear for their souls that they should have acted so wickedly." The king's voice was gentle and soothing. "It seems strange, don't you feel, that you grieve and worry for these people when they have been so unfeeling towards you?" The merchant responded, "O king, even as you were speaking, the same thought occurred to me. I wonder what binds us so deeply to our fates when we are helpless to alter these situations." "Since our fates have brought us here," the king said, "let us seek the advice of the great Rishi Medas on the matter." They rose together, and with purposeful steps they approached the Rishi's dwelling place. The king and the merchant each bowed respectfully to touch the feet of the ancient sage, Medas. He gestured invitingly. When they were seated, his kind eyes looked inquiringly, and the king spoke for both of them, saying, "Beloved teacher, I just want to know one thing. This problem obsesses my mind, but my intellect cannot resolve it. I am still obsessed about my kingdom and all the business of rulership. I know this is foolish, yet I cannot help behaving like an ignorant person. Why is this, O best of Munis? And here, too, is this man, thrown out by his household as worthless, and yet he still feels such affection towards them. So we are both very unhappy, our minds always drawn by self-centered thoughts to these matters, even though we see it is foolishness. How can we be so deluded, and yet still aware of that? How can we both be so lacking in discrimination that we indulge in this state of despair?" The Rishi said, "The understanding of all creatures is relative to their field of perception. Some are blind by day, and some by night. All are limited. Mankind is certainly not any more aware than the deer, the birds, or others. All creatures are compassionate beings. O king, as you sit mourning, can't you see the birds busy feeding their young? Although they themselves are hungry, just like you, they are bound to their offspring, expecting loyalty in return. This delusion is the power of Mahamaya, which binds all creatures throughout their lives. This illusion makes them believe their existence is permanent. This power is the great goddess, the Devi.